Out. Simple as that. How many times have we said about Hoggard today, and Harmison in particular, not pitching the ball up? He pitched it up, drew butt forward, and it was as simple as that. It was a perfect dismissal. Strauss caught it, which is much better than the Pakistanis did. Butt goes for 10, 28 for 1. Out. Oh, what a fantastic catch. For a moment you thought that must be out, and then it's going over his head. Oh, it's a sensational catch. That's all the difference. You bowlers get the edges, but then you've got to catch them. Makes a tremendous amount of difference if you catch everything going. Faisal Iqbal goes for naught, and no shame in that delivery or the catch. And
good ball, good pace, not out. Oh, that really had everything. What a length that is. There's such a lesson in that for the English bowlers. What a good decision from Simon Taufel. Bowl him. Plunkett strikes. What an over this has been from Liam Plunkett. And now he knocks over Farhad on the brink of the close of play. Perfect from Plunkett. 33 for Imran Farhad, 65 for 3 now, Pakistan. And that proved to be the final strike of an enthralling day for English cricket. There it is, Mohammad Yusuf unbeaten with 20, but 66 for 3 overnight, the Pakistanis. England in an enormously strong position, thanks to Steve Harmison, who was by no means at his best, but did strike twice. The end there, 462 the difference between the sides, all set up by England's batting led by Paul Collingwood.
Cricket now, and time ran out for England this evening as they failed to take the wickets needed to win the first test against Pakistan at Lord's. The match ended in a draw with the visitors 214 for 4. Five's sports reporter Alex Thomas watched the action.
England's fear of losing the first test may have cost them the chance of winning it. Liam Plunkett and Matthew Hoggard added 38 runs to the overnight score before Plunkett's wicket prompted Andrew Strauss to declare. England's lead was 379, too many runs for Pakistan to try and get, and less time to bowl them out. So no wonder Matthew Hoggard looked in a hurry, dismissing Salman Butt with the first ball of Pakistan's second innings. He claimed Imran Farhat's wicket before lunch, but it was in the afternoon session that Monty Panesar threatened to become England's match winner, getting rid of danger man Mohammad Yusuf and Faisal Iqbal. But with 7 overs remaining, both sides agreed to a draw. So it's back to the books for coach Duncan Fletcher. A bolder approach might wake everyone up. Alex Thomas, 5 News.
Well, there you are. It's as simple as that, isn't it? You just pitch the ball up with pace, get the opening batsman to drive to a full-length ball, and Harmison's got his first wicket, to the disappointment of Bob Woolmer and Pakistan. See here, he just pitches it up, he pushes when he should be playing it. Farhad caught Peterson, ball Harmison naught. Out, out, out. Jones nearly put Trescothick off. That was all along Trescothick's catch. Beautifully bowled by Harmison. Again, pitching the ball up, getting the batsman to drive. Once you get them driving on the front foot, when the ball's doing a little bit, you'll get them out. Here he is, Cameron Atmel. There he is, not a great shot. And Jones, oh my dear Jones, what are you doing? What are you doing? Look at Trescothick looking at him. Well caught, Trescothick, to catch that when Jones put him off. He's gone for 4, Akmal, 9 for 2, Pakistan. Now that'll make the batsman, Mohammad Yusuf, think a little bit. Oh, that's out, I think. I think that's out. Monty's done the trick. Oh, Yusuf, the biggest wicket you can get. The man who made 202 at Lord's, and Monday's done for him just before lunch. You can see how England are absolutely delighted with that. What a wicket to get. Just goes on a little bit quicker, you get the impression. And he's trying to cut it. I don't think it was there to cut. Well caught, the wicket-keeper, Geraint Jones. That is big for England. Yusuf gone. Caught Jones' ball, Monty Panesar for 38. And England have struck. 90 for 3, Pakistan. Out. First ball of Harmison's new spell. Oh, it's all going well for England. Yunis Khan, 44 not out, looking good. And England have got another just before lunch. What a time to bring themselves back into the game. Was almost just short of a length from Harmison. Khan went after it, hit it at the top of his bounce, straight at Collingwood, and he's been fielding brilliantly for England this series. Well. Yunis Khan goes for 44. Pakistan 90 for 4.
At the start of the second.
Yeah!
Got him! Well done, Monty. And well done, Geraint Jones. Extraordinary happenings here at Old Trafford in the moments preceding lunch and now in the moment straight after lunch. Faisal Iqbal going on the cut stroke, and that ball bouncing far more than any others in this over. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. 5 down. Iqbal made just 3. It's 93 for 5. And now Inzamam goes too. Would you believe what we're seeing here in Manchester? Would you believe the magnificence of Steve Harmison, who has 4 for 14 today, has bowled with fire and accuracy. That's the key. There is some uneven pace in this pitch, moreover uneven bounce, and that is what has done for Inzamam ul Haq. Look at that ball get big on him. Simple catch to Kevin Peterson. No score to Inzi, who's followed 50 with 50 with 50 against England in recent times. Not today, and look at the fellas in the background. It's 93 for 6. That must be out. Must be out. It is out. Monty Panesar, you are a beauty. Peterson took the catch. Shahid Afridi will take the heat when he gets back to the dressing room. Monty Panesar, take a bow. He was happy to give the ball air. He's bought Afridi there, and he's bought him cheap for 15. Amazing that a man of such talent can give his wicket away so easily. England are delighted, 112 for 7 now. Must be out. It is out. Nice catch. Andrew Strauss is at second slip. Mohammed Sami is back in the dressing room in just a moment. Harmison has his 5th wicket. Extraordinary figures of 5 for 15. And everybody at Old Trafford is on a bit of a high. Question marks around England coming into this game, particularly with all the injuries to the bowlers. But Harmison's response has been to take a lead.
That's it, at last. We've been waiting for that for a few minutes, and it was only a matter of time. Razak all at sea against Steve Harmison. Beautifully bowled. The mark of his bowling today has been how straight he's bowled, making them play all the time, getting everything out of the pitch. 6 for 19 he's taken. Shades of Jamaica, 7 for 12 he took there 2 years ago. Razak gone for 9, 118 for 9 now, Pakistan. More misunderstandings. I think he probably got back there. Umpire Taufel is asking for the 3rd umpire. And Jones has broken the wicket. just underlining how excellent England's out cricket has been throughout this first day. Out he goes, and so do Pakistan. Grievous bodily harmison will be the headline tonight. 119 all out, Pakistan.
What a depressing sight for Pakistan supporters and for the team themselves. While Yunus Khan and Mohammad Yusuf were going fine, it seemed as if the early storm had been weathered, but it came back and gave them a terrible battering. 6 for 19 for Stephen Harmison, a brilliant performance by him. 13 overs and 7 maidens there. 3 for 21 for Monty Panesar. It wasn't.
Now in England have made an impressive start to the second test against Pakistan. They bowled the tourists out for a miserly 119 at Old Trafford and haven't hung around chasing down those runs, as James Cockin now reports.
Full of venom and menace, Steve Harmison's bowling was too much for Pakistan. The hat caught by Peterson for a duck early on. On a bouncy track, Harmison then dismissed Akmal for 4.
Edged and taken.
The replay showed Trescothick had taken the catch despite Jones diving across him. Monty Panesar got in on the act just before lunch. Yusuf on his way and England flying.
Monty Panesar!
Pakistan were in free fall after that. Harmison finishing up with figures of 6 for 19. Pakistan 119 all out. In reply, England made a steady start, Strauss leading the way. But with 30 on the board, Trescothick was then caught behind. He'd made just 5. Time for Inzamam to rally his troops. Strauss kept things moving for England though, even if at times for some fans it was painful to watch. And with Cook looking good at the other end, England were in control of the game. Jim Cockin, 5 News.
One is England's advantage. They've got 2 of the Pakistanis out. Key wickets to take: Yunus Khan, Inzamam, the captain, of course, and Mohammad Yusuf, who is the batsman on strike.
Monty Panesar will bowl the first ball after lunch.
From the big... Oh, has he got his man? Jones thinks he has got his man. Now we have the third umpire in the play. Is that a loose moment from Mohammad Yusuf? Is it a match-winning moment from Monty Panesar and Geraint Jones? Well, the celebration to me suggests that Jones is convinced he's got his man. It's a brilliant bit of work. Now the foot has dragged, it's on the line, that's out. That is out, stumped. Fantastic cricket from both Panesar and Jones. Absolutely superb. When you think they've just had a break for 40 minutes, not everybody's brain is focused, and certainly not Mohammad Yusuf's, but Jones's is. It'll need another look. It's too big a moment, but listen to the roar at Old Trafford. Here's the moment. What about that? Fantastic. Panesar deserves a wicket, and Jones deserves a day or 2 with everybody off his back. Oh, hello, he's hit it straight out of his foot, has he? England thinks so. Now, Simon Taufel will go to talk to Steve Buckner. He might well have punched this into his foot and straight up to the silly point fielder. There's... oh, Lord. Well, I can't tell from there. Yes, I'm afraid that's damning evidence. Extraordinarily unlucky this might be. It's going to be a roar here. And so Inzamam must go. He's gone for 13, the unluckiest 13 of them all. It's one. Oh, that's worth a shout. No shot, I'm afraid. No shot, that's a real mistake. Yunus Khan, what are you doing? He's played beautifully up to now, looked in quiet control, and he's just misread the line there from Monty Panesar. If he doesn't play a shot, is that ball going on to hit the stumps? And I think that's out. I'm sorry. Umpire's got to give that out. It's well bowled, Monty. Yunus Khan goes for 62. England have Pakistan in strife at 161 for 5.
Good catch, good bowling, nice wicket. What a way to start after the break. This is a superlative effort from Monty Panesar. Simon Hughes's piece talked all about his spin and bounce and threat. Look at this ball dip on the batsman and he gropes forward. And Trescothick once again is equal to it. It's a 5-wicket haul for this brilliant talent. Joyous scenes at Old Trafford, but not for Faisal Iqbal or for Pakistan. 29 for him, 174 for 6 the Pakistanis. It's just a question of staying in his case. Good catch, sharp catch. Andrew Strauss, well done, because that went very quickly. Oh, the pace of Harbison does them all in the end. Gets some wafting away outside off stump, which is what Afridi's just done. A glitzy 17 from him, but a glamorous haul for Harbison in this match. 2 for 40 to go with his 6 for in the first innings. Amazing how pace drags bats away from bodies. Strikes fear into hearts. Well done, the England captain, for keeping his concentration going. England look a very good outfit at the moment. It's 194 for 7. Oh, the thinnest edge it is. Yes, the thinnest edge it is. 9 for Stephen Harmison. Another catch for Geraint Jones, who's having a splendid game. And joy all around this great old ground. This is the weekend 50 years ago that Jim Laker took 19 in the match. This time it's the story of Harmison and Panesar decimating all that Pakistan have. The crowd dress a bit differently too. A little scratch down the leg side. No, yes. It was as if Umar Gul made a step to go, then changed his mind because Steve Bucknor wasn't giving him out. And now Steve Harmison has his first 10-wicket haul in any first-class match. What a place to do it, at a euphoric Old Trafford, in a return to form and fortune that really belies everything that's gone before. Umar Gul might have got unlucky there. I wonder if that glanced his jumper around about chest high as it went through to Geraint Jones. Oh, I don't know, maybe the glove. The fact is that things go with the side that are on top in this game of cricket. Another unlucky 13, this time Umar Gul. It's 208 for 9. Now that is high and will be out. Yes! England have won the second Empire Test match against Pakistan by an innings and 120 runs. It is a superlative performance. We've seen the changing of the guard. And we've also seen some outstanding cricket from young men who have a real hunger. We haven't quite seen history repeated itself, but not far from it. 50 years ago this weekend, Jim Laker took 19 wickets and Tony Locke just the 1. 2 men did the damage against Australia. On this occasion, 2 men again did the damage against Pakistan, Steve Harmison and Monty Panesar. You can add in a run out too. Extraordinary scoreboard. Harmison and Panesar writ large all over it. Harmison finishing with 5 for 57, Panesar with 5 for 72. And well, they might celebrate just before the interval. Very quickly into position was Paul Collingwood. So quickly into position that Daryl Hare has to follow suit and lift both his arms. Now look at this for a way to get off the mark. Absolutely fantastic shot for 6, full of authority. And a sign that a player who has been on the fringe of the England side and about whom one wondered one now can be quite certain. Wonderful, wonderful stroke. Of all the special shots played today, mainly by Strauss and Trescothick, one by Collingwood, Peterson has nipped past him. The perfect on drive. It's brilliant from Peterson. Comes on the back of the on drive, so it gives you an idea of his range of stroke. That's why they're here.
Down the wicket, Peterson. He didn't quite get to the pitch of that, but he has managed to get a full bat on it, and it's gone all the way for 6. That's an extraordinary shot. Didn't really look as if he middled it. Someone smartly caught it in the crowd. At one stage, it looked like he was going to get caught by one of the Pakistani fielders, because Peterson didn't get anywhere near the pitch of it. But just fabulous use of his hands there, managed to lever that ball over the ropes. Shot, ball, straight down the ground. 50 partnership between Peterson and Collingwood.
Oh, short again. They'll latch onto anything short. That brings up Kevin Peterson's 50. Very good innings, a big slice of luck, but he'll take it. And he's got over 500 runs this summer in test matches. And this is his 9th innings, so it's pretty good performance.
That's good gap finding. Just a little swivel from Paul Collingwood to make sure he got the ball in between the 2 men back behind square on the leg side. Oh, Paul Collingwood, you have made a terrible mistake. If ever a man fell for the 3-card trick, it was Paul Collingwood at Headingley today. Enough said. That's a lovely way to get going. Second ball that Ian Bell has faced. And a delightful off drive. Oh my goodness me. Sometimes you can barely believe the strokes that he played. That is spectacular. Lovely placement. A splendid image of a fielder rooted to the spot at extra cover. Kevin Peterson's tea-time stroke. He is an extraordinary cricketer. He's a pretty extraordinary bloke.
There he goes again. Swatted through the offside this time. Entirely timed, but does run away down that slope. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a shot. Glorious. Imperious. Peterson on to 99. 3 fours in 3 balls. Seems to have brought some kind of pain to Peterson's elbow or his forearm. Kevin Peterson began this over on 87. Now he's on 99. And there he is to 100. His 5th for England in just over 12 months. Another outstanding innings. I suppose you'd say this was a bit of a freak show today. 3 times he could have been out. So he's had 3 lives. But he's studied the rest of the day with some stunning shots. Only 123 balls it's taken him to get to his 5th Test century. Many scored with the pull stroke, and many a bit more emphatically than that. Didn't take it. That's a cultured shot from Ian Bell. Waited for that. certainly in pain in his left arm. He's grimacing, and he's out, he's dropped. Oh dear. Tragedy for Pakistan. And possibly a fourth life for Kevin Peterson. Already he's had a couple of reprieves from the umpires, the little edges. And Salman Butt has now shelled one at mid-wicket. Really was a fairly simple chance too. He didn't properly middle it, and he had it, and then he lost it. Looks like Peterson is possibly retiring hurt. 104 not out he is. It means Chris Reed, of course, has now got to come out and take his place.
Great stroke. Classic old-fashioned back foot drive from Ian Bell, who's most... Oh, that's well placed too. Gosh. Very quick hands when he played that stroke. From the minute that the downs...
Oh, shot. Yeah, they're playing well, both these two. That's a big hit for 6. Pakistan taking the new ball in the 81st over.
That's a wonderful, wonderful example of batsmanship. Mightn't go for 4, but really to drive the ball on the up that easily on a pitch of variable pace is an idea of just the sort of form that Ian Bell's had this summer. Had to be LBW. Chris Reed finally pays for all that time spent on the back foot. That really is a problem for him, especially when there's a bit of uneven bounce and seam movement. 38 though for Reed, some lovely strokes in that innings. It's not a bad return to the side for him. It's 3:45 for 5. Got him, that's too good. The night watchman Matthew Hoggard goes, and so does everybody else. You could argue he's done his job in that it's his wicket, not Kevin Peterson's, that falls just before the close. Equally, Pakistan have a little fillip for the morning. Lovely bowling, aim at the top of off stump and hit it. All credit to Umar Gul, he's been very good again today and finally finishes with figures that give him due reward. 347 for 6 at the close are England. Ian Bell is unbeaten with 66, but Kevin Peterson is unbeaten too, and will come to the crease in the morning, assuming of course his arm is recovered from cramp or whatever it may be.
Oh, that's... Well, you could say that's dangerous, that's riding your luck. On the other hand, you could say that's 4 for Kevin Peterson. It's a good shot is that, but trying to bounce him on here, sorry.
Well, you'd say a number of things for Ian Bell, but really composure, ease of movement, and incredible timing have been highlights in this innings. This is a very different cricketer from the one who frankly was finding it difficult to be a test match performer. There's a wonderful stroke. Jeez. I mean, you don't want to bang on about this too much, but these innings by Ian Bell this summer are so easy. He looks such a complete batsman. And that will run quickly down the hill. What a 100 by Ian Bell. What a pure innings. Talk about realizing a talent. an exquisite display of batting. It's his third 100 in consecutive Test matches. No one's done that for England since Graham Gooch back in 1990. What a joy to watch it.
It's been...
How does he do that? He gets to the pitch of the ball, which helps, but then he almost sort of swats it. It's certainly flat-batted to a degree. That's special. Just stand and deliver now for Kevin Peterson, whose senses are heightened, whose athleticness is, well, on display. This might be out. It is out. Kevin Peterson's just given his wicket away. He'll say, oh, it's the way I play, I'm here to entertain. But actually, he'd do so much for himself and for England if he could push on to a double 100. Nevertheless, stand and applaud. Oh, there's another example of Ian Bell's confidence. Clean strike down the ground.
Oh, he's out. Well, it was a strange shot that. Ian Bell has been playing nice and straight, timing the ball superbly. Tried to cut the ball. It wasn't really that short. It wasn't there for cutting. But he won't complain. He's played magnificently. One of the best innings I've seen Ian Bell play. Fluent right from the word go. Nice and positive, but very sensible. Controlled innings. Oh, that's silly bowling. It's short. That's silly, silly, silly bowling. You can't set fields for that, you know. Another short ball is got smacked away by Steve Harmison. Oh, this is going over the top. Well, that was a lovely cricket shot. Didn't try to hit that too hard. Any batsman would have been proud of that. Now 4 more. The crowd are with England's tailenders now. Runs coming far too quickly for Inzamam and Pakistan. Oh, what a shot that was. On the up. Loosener from Gull. And he smacked for that.
A staggering morning session for England. 141 runs scored, and really no respite for Pakistan in the face of that scoreboard. Even Saj Mahmood and Steve Harmison getting in on the fun. Last man. That'll be out. Stephen Harmison caught playing the sweep stroke. A man positioned there for that. Harmison will wander back, and Panesar will wander in. Good innings from Steve Harmison. 36 he made from just 27 balls in half an hour at the wicket. It's 501 for 9. And that's that. Saj Mahmood bowled out, and deservedly in the end probably by Umar Gul, who's ended up with 5 for 123. He's worked very hard. At times he's bowled too short. Saj Mahmood can be very proud of that innings. 34 he made in 45 balls. It's been a terrific performance by England. Total of 515. 135 for Kevin Peterson, 119 for Ian Bell. The stellar performances there.
Oh, well bowled. Well bowled. No need to play that though. Tawfiq Umar really went after that ball. They've been leaving everything so well of these two left-handers. That's been the difference between the other matches when the openers have gone after the bowling, and then suddenly Tawfiq just can't resist. He goes after it, expansive push drive. Chris Reed has made his first catch of the innings. Tawfiq Umar 7, Pakistan 34 for 1.
Good run. Oh, it's not a good run. It's not a good run. It's a disastrous run. England know that they've got their man. Kevin Peterson was so sharp. He got so low to the ground. The pickup and the hit have done, oh, comfortably done for Salman Butt. There's the decision. And Kevin Peterson is the man. 20 for Salman Butt, 36 for 2. Pakistan can be very proud of that resistance. 202 for 2 at the close. 64 Yunus Khan, 91 Mohammad Yusuf.
England have made the breakthrough. 20-3 it's taken until they've managed to get a wicket. Dickie Bird will have enjoyed that walking round. And so will Steve Harmison. He's in his 22nd over, and at last Mohammad Yusuf, dropped on 5 by Paul Collingwood, has gone for 192. Harmison's short ball tactics at last pay dividends, but what a fantastic innings. On the verge of 400, Pakistan lose their 3rd wicket.
Wow, I wonder. Mighty close. Just a hint of hesitation from Inzamam that might have caused a problem for Yunus Khan. I don't think he thinks so. I do think that England thinks so. Direct hits are so often out, and that's another one of them. And Yunus Khan, who was dominating England on 173, is now going to see something he doesn't want to see. There's a shambles for you from Pakistan's point of view. And a moment of solace from England's point of view, and boy did they need it. That is a special innings. 285 balls of daredevil batting from Yunus Khan. 173 he made. He's a pretty exhilarating cricketer. England can attack just before the tea break. Paul Collingwood, the bowler. LBW first ball. Is he? No, yes! Faisal Iqbal is a goner. First up. First wicket in an England shirt for Paul Collingwood. First really big smiles of the day in the last couple of balls. Sajid Mahmood was the man who executed the run out. Paul Collingwood is the man who has executed Faisal Iqbal. Oh, Billy Doctorow took an age over a certainty. Look at that. Look at them go behind Collingwood. That's what happens when you wait a long time for a moment. Zip. You deserve it. You really deserve it. You are the real deal, Monty. Well, different game. So we...
Out. Well bowled. Sarge Mahmood has done it. A switch of ends for him. And Kamran Akmal, just playing slightly loosely outside off stump, slices one to Marcus Trescothick. He's quite an awkward customer, Akmal. And reward for Mahmood, who's had not much luck really in this innings. That was an authentic dismissal, just probably bounced a bit on him.
This might be caught. It should be caught, and it is caught by Stephen Harmison. So Mohamed Sami goes for 19. The 8th wicket is down. England still have a good chance of commanding a first innings lead. Monty Panesar has the 2nd wicket that he so deserves, because he really has been excellent. He's bowled 40 overs and 2 balls, 10 maidens in that, and picked up 2 wickets for 114. There you go. Of course, by his standards, that's muted. Just a little cuddle will do. 19 for Sami, it's 489 for 8.
Oh, that could be in the air, that could be in the air. Monty's under 8, he's caught it. Yes.
Well, it's all going England's way. Sajid Mahmood ball just short of a length. Went high in the air, was a nice catch that. There's been a few doubting Thomases about Monty's ability to catch the ball, but no problems at all there.
His fielding's definitely improved. Certainly his ground fielding has. And now with this steepling catch, he can say to people, I can catch them too. Watch this. Well done.
Absolutely clean as a whistle. No problems at all. That gets rid of Umar Gul for 7 and Pakistan 496 for 9.
Got it. Monty Panesar picks up the final wicket. Canary are happy to go of his own volition. And Pakistan have finally bowled out. Marcus Trescothick moving smartly to his right side. 538 is the total. And confirmation of that total, built around an excellent partnership from Yunus Khan and Mohammad Yusuf, who made a...
Oh boy, now that is a proper cricket shot. Gorgeous, wasn't it? You get dropped and then you get insulted by being creamed through the covers by Strauss for 4. It was a lovely shot. That's beautifully bowled. You see, that's a fully...
Oh, he's dropped it.
Oh my goodness me, what a mare he's having, Cameron Akmal. We haven't been on the field about 15 minutes and he's dropped 2. He can bowl, this kid, Umar Gul. Look at that. Oh. Gorgeously bowled.
I wonder if that's a chance too. This is unbelievable if it is. We'll need to see the replay, but we've seen 2 put down by Cameron Akmal. We've seen the ball just out of the reach of fielders as it's flown in the air. Now Shahid Nazir at short extra cover, well, maybe. It didn't carry. There you go, he's fine. He's having a mare, and you sympathise with him because once you go, you go. Great power. Great pleasure too, I reckon. There's good placement. That's a fabulous shot. England are rollicking along here.
Down the wicket from Strauss, and he hit it well. Confident shot. Wow. Oh, that's a great shot. Cool. Goes round the wicket, Canaria, to try and pose problems to Strauss. Strauss whacks him over mid-wicket. Over the top. What a glorious shot by Trescothick. Cool. That really is a measure of how much more confident he's feeling in this innings. It brings up the England 100. It's Trescothick and Strauss's 8th time that they've put a 100 stand on together.
Every now and again, the ball just kisses the top and surprises batsmen and fielders. Well, I don't see how Danish Canary can bowl at Trescothick without a man on the mid-wicket boundary. That brings up Marcus Trescothick's 50. It'd be a bit of a relief. We've had a poor series.
Ah, that's as good as the cut stroke. Just a little punch drive from Andrew Strauss. Gets his head into a lovely position to play the stroke. That's a super catch. That really takes something when the ball's going down, particularly off a bottom edge like that. You've got to be concentrating. You've got to have stayed down in your crouch position at slip. Salman Butt did the whole lot to pull off a little sparkler that'll give all of the Pakistan side the boost they need. You wouldn't say that shoulders were going down, but you would say they were beginning to slump a little. Marcus Treskothic has gone for 58, a useful 58 for him. England won 58 for 1.
Oh, that's out. That's out. Well bowled. Canaria thoroughly deserved that wicket. Sometimes you don't get what you deserve as a bowler or batsman, but he has bowled absolutely beautifully. If you wanted to watch wrist spin against a young player who's a very good player but can't pick it, plays really a bit too rigid and not with the spin, here's been the perfect example this last 2 overs, and well caught by Faisal Iqbal. Alistair Cook out for 21, and he's got a few problems there against wrist spinners. England 190 for 2. Oops, out comes the sweep and 4 runs. Kevin Peterson's away straight away. And Mr. Peterson will be after it, and he just brought the 200 up with that sweep. Well, he's going to try and sweep the leg spinner off his length.
He's got that through. That really was pretty rank delivery. Oh, he's bowled him. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant bowling. No wonder he's celebrating that. He completely hoodwinked him. Lobbed up the one outside off stump, which he swatted away for 4, and then followed it up with the sharp spinning googly straight through the gate. A great player needs a great delivery to get rid of him, and that was one. Peterson disappointed. 16, England 214 for 3 on the England batsman. Meanwhile, Andrew Strauss goes to 100. His 10th for England. 1 in every 3 tests, Strauss makes 100. 2 as England captain. So certainly the leadership doesn't sit heavily on his shoulders. Oh, they're appealing for that, and he's been given. What a crucial blow just before tea. Strauss, the England captain, is out to the last ball before tea. Mohammed Sami, who's had a lot of bad luck in this match, and as well as some bad bowling, actually gets a wicket with a fairly innocuous delivery outside off stump, which Strauss was looking to try and leave. And it just must have brushed the bottom edge. Strauss goes for a very well-made 116, but England just a little wobble at 237 for 4.
What's that hit? Little inside edge. Surely a little inside edge. Yes, Bell goes. Well, Bell didn't even wait for Darrell Hare. You don't often see that in the modern game. The ball nipping back off the seam and rushing Bell. Actually, it's a super catch by Cameron Akmal. Oh, it just stayed in those gloves, did it? Just clinging on as he goes low to his left side. You see, Bell doesn't even bother to look at Darrell Hare. After 300s in 3 matches, Bell has to go for just 4. It's 248 for 5. There's a stroke. Well played, Chris Reed. What a way to respond. Might as well get into them before they get into you. Ah, that's good stroke. We've got a lot on that, Paul Collingwood. These are valuable runs. It's impossible to say what England need. How long is a piece of string? But anything over 300 will make them feel safer. The fact is that the scoring rates in the match are either side of 4 and over.
Oh, he's bowled him. Dragged on. Second ball from Nazir was much better. And a huge wicket for Pakistan, on the verge of England getting to 300. Collingwood on the verge of 1,000 runs for England as well. Just 4 short. Collingwood cross-batted, not playing that one straight. Could say that was a bit of a false shot. Gone for 25. England 299 for 6.
Oh, that's out. That's out. Well, that was a sort of waft at the ball, at a wide one. He never moved his feet. And, well, I think he'll be disappointed with that. I mean, that's a nothingness shot. Sajid's out for 2, 7 wickets down for 301. Good shot. Good shot. Pick the gap. Oh, that's a good shot again. That's gone to the boundary for 4. No, didn't carry, but it'll go for 4. To Matthew Hoggard. Every run is vital. Many more. Well bowled and well caught. What a nice bit of bowling. It's the extra bounce that did for Matthew Hoggard. The new ball, much harder. Third ball with the new conker. It does the trick most times. And Yunis Khan took the catch neatly at slip. Standing captain at the moment. Watch this. Just gets big on him. Tail enders up high. And he can't keep it down. It's well bowled, Shahid Nazir. Beautifully bowled. Matthew Hoggard out for 8. And, well, Pakistan have England 323 for 8. No, that could be out. No, it's a no ball. Oh, they all think he's out, but Chris Reed is smart. He's run for a single. He's caught on very quickly. Pakistanis were all running to congratulate the catcher. And it was a correct decision by the umpire. Oh, good shot. Well, he's tried not to pitch it up for Shahid Nazir, and the first time he has, Hamas has creamed it.
Got him. Simple. Very simple. Harbison caught at mid-off. England in a tense little position, but so potentially are Pakistan. They knock another one over, and then they have to bat this evening. Harbison has 4, England have 332 for 9. What a 50 by Chris Reed. What a memorable performance this is. His first 50 in his 12th Test match. Is he telling us all something? He's the best wicketkeeper in the land. Now all he has to do is convince everybody with the bat, and the slot could be his. What a show. What a cover drive. Right out of the textbook. Pick any left-hander from any era and ask him to play it better. There might just be some stopping that, even for a hobbler, which is what he was, is, and has stopped it. Not the way to end it, as far as Chris Reed's concerned. It'll do the job for Pakistan and probably makes the most interesting cricket match. Everybody had to take a pause there just to come to terms with what had happened. Now, Yunis Khan will call his men together. He won't be watching the replay of Chris Reed's dismissal. He'll be saying, we can win this game if we get it right mentally. We have 1 over to bat tonight, and he wants a feeling of togetherness in order to do that. 323 for Pakistan to win the match in a day and 1 over. 345 all out in the end, England. Andrew.
out. Simple as that. Pitch the ball up, induce the drive, and if the foot isn't quite to the pitch of the ball, you get a simple nick to slip. Beautifully bowled, teased Salmon Butt into the drive, which he likes and he's very good at. Matthew Hoggard, the great swing bowler of Yorkshire in England. See, the foot's a long way from the pitch of the ball, long way. And Matthew, you've done it for England. Butt's out for 16, caught by Trescothick, and Pakistan 23 for 1.
Gone for the sweep that time. Now, did he get an edge? He did. Panesar's done it. Brilliant bowling by the left-arm spinner, pitching it into the rough. Taufik Umar, who played so well to see off Harmison and Hoggard, all at sea against the left-arm spinner. A little inside edge, sharply caught in that silly point by Alistair Cook. There's the inside edge onto pad. Smart work by England round the bat. And the second Pakistan wicket goes down at 52. Massive blow, bringing in, of course, Mohammad Yusuf as Taufik Umar goes for 11. Quick single. Collingwood hits the wicket. Brilliant bit of fielding. Now, the third umpire is going to have a look. Yunus Khan already run out himself in the first innings. Has he run out his partner, Yusuf? It's Paul Collingwood who fields it, and he's well out. What a brilliant bit of work by the England fielders. Is that the killer blow? Yusuf gone for 8, Pakistan 68 for 3.
They're saying, oh yes, they are saying it's a little edge. Saj Mahmood picks up a wicket down the leg side. He's bowled the ball full, he hasn't bowled it very straight. It's a super catch from Chris Reed, who's having a high-class match, and we want to hear all about it. Got him! Saj, you beauty! Good pace, that. 90 mph. And Cameron Akmal, having just arrived at the crease and having had a pretty ordinary match, completes his misery. That's a really good nut. In the right area, committing the batsman to play, moving off the seam, and yep. Too hard when you've just come to the wicket, but enormous fun if you're one of the fielders or the bowler. Yes! Perfect! Monty Panesar's flying circus. That is out of the dreams of a left-arm spinner. Pitching somewhere around Yunus Khan's leg stump, hitting the top of off, and getting the wicket that most matters, because Yunus is in brilliant form. Look, look, look! Yo, that is fantastic bowling. No matter who you are, playing that is tough. Monty Panesar's a bit special. He's the real deal for England. And right now, England are the real deal. Yunus Khan played nicely for that 41, but Pakistan find themselves 112 for 6.
This is tight again. Oh, they think they've got him, England. England think they've got him. That was a suicide run. That never looked like a run. But England are on a roll. Peterson there was in fairly quickly, but I don't think the run was really on. No, Peterson's already on the move. He's level with the batsman when he's halfway. He's struggling all the time. Oh, my dear. You've gone. That Sammy had no chance there. It wasn't a good call of a run. That's not Inzimam's fault. That's the striker. That's Sammy's fault for calling, and
He never really looked as if he was going to make it. Well, that's a foregone conclusion.
Now this one surely is going to be caught. No mistake by Marcus Trescothick. The change works. First ball bowled by Saj Mahmood. Brought into the attack instead of Steve Harmison, whose luck has deserted him. The end of Shahid Nazir.
I suppose you would say in a way that was Harmison's wicket. He'd passed the bat and taken the edge and nothing had fallen to hand, but Saj Mahmood with his first ball does the trick for England. Another tail-ender goes, administering the last rites. England 148 for 8 now, Pakistan.
Good catching! Oh! Paul Collingwood has taken a little blinder to get Umar Gul. Quick and low, and Collingwood, who's caught well all summer, is up to the task. Mahmood has 4 for 17, and how he deserves it. Bowling at 90 mph consistently, and everybody at Headingley is on a high.
Really is a classic delivery, and it just proves there, Collingwood, that that drop in the first innings was a total aberration. Gould gone for a duck, 149 for 9. They're nearly all done.
That's it! Monty, you beauty! England have the test match, and it's entirely fitting that this Sikh who plays in the Patka wins it for England. It's a new England, it's a happy England, and well they might party. They've played tremendous cricket in this game. Andrew Strauss has led them well. 10th consecutive home series that England have been unbeaten in, and they win here by the margin of 167 runs. That's a terrific performance. And they've all done their bit, you know. It's a team effort. You wouldn't necessarily single out anybody, though Pandasar is going to attract so much attention. Saj Mahmood has finished with 8 overs, 4 for 22, which is a staggering performance in itself from a man who's been on the fringe of the side. And it's a scorecard that Pakistanis won't bear to look at. So that argument's going to rage on and on. There are the England bowlers. Hoggard 7 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 26. Pandasar 17 overs and 5 balls, 4 maidens, 3 for 39. Nothing for Harmison on this occasion, but he set the ball rolling with his effort in Manchester. And Saj Mahmood 8 overs. Oh, what a great catch! Excellent work that is. Mohammed Hafiz has been bored into the side, and he's got the breakthrough. What a good catch. All the work that Kamran Akmal has done pays off, as does the consistent line from this man, Mohammad Asif, who Imran Khan rates as the brightest fast-bowling talent in Pakistan since Waqar Younis and Wasim Akram. This is really good cricket. Again, committing Strauss to play at the ball, enough movement, and an excellent sprawling catch. Joy on the face of Pakistan, who sensed something here. Jaffa. You wouldn't be blaming Kevin Peterson. That moved so late and was the perfect length, again committing him to play. This guy can really bowl. In Mohammad Asif, Pakistan have something special. This is why Inzamam wanted to bowl first. Oh, look at that. You might say that Peterson should have looked to defend, but in the end he's undone by real skill. Plenty of pace too. Might have bowled him, you know, on another day. What exciting moments these are for Pakistan. Nothing. Oh, that's so close to LBW. It is LBW.
Oh, they're asking for that one. Bell's on his way off, is he? No, he's been given in the end anyway by Darrell Hare. Bell started to walk off then, and then he sort of lingered as if perhaps he thought he might get away with it. But Darrell Hare was sharp to give him the finger. Canario into the attack, and Is there a little inside edge? There is. Onto pad. A nice simple catch to silly point. Well bowled by Danish Canaria. So Bell, who was hoping to get a 4th century in consecutive tests, has failed at his first attempt. But he's gone for 9 here. England. Oh, probably outside the line there. In fact, he's given him, having moved to a strange position at sort of where the bowler bowls from. Billy Doctrove has given Alistair Cook out. That was a very strange decision. Cook shuffling across. Surely this hit him outside the line, did it? Yes, I think it did. I think he's a little bit unlucky there. Oh, out. Completely done for length there by Umar Gul was Saj Mahmood. Clever bit of bowling, bit of in-swing too from Umar Gul there.
Well bowled, beautifully bowled. Just left him off the scene, and he couldn't help himself, Matthew Hoggard. Just a tentative little poke at it as he followed the ball.
And that is that. It's Umar Gul this time, and Chris Reed, who's played nicely for his 33, has to go. Very good to see him putting a bit of fibre behind the performance up at Leeds. There's no doubt he's made a statement since he's come back into the side, but the extra bounce did for him there. It's been a tricky pitch to bat on, but not a difficult pitch to bat on, and you send game. Pakistan ready then for Monty Panestar. 3 slips, a gully and a leg gully. Got him! That is that. England are done for. Umar Gul is on the money when he needed to be, and that enormous reception for Monty Panesar all sounds pretty ridiculous. That is a brilliant performance by Pakistan. They bowled. Oh, just the thinnest of edges. Yes, Chris Reed grabs it. Saj Mahmood will say that bounce and pace has done for Yunis Khan. Yunis Khan will say that the luck has gone against me on this occasion. But what a strike for England. 7 o'clock in the evening, and a lot of spectators filtering out of the ground won't have seen this. So important to get Yunis out, of course, who's been in wonderful form. Reed quite able to take that catch, and Saj Mahmood absolutely delighted. Edged and nicely caught. Marcus Trescothick missed a chance yesterday. He didn't miss one today. Seemed to hang in the air, really. Imran Farhad is the man who's gone. Matthew Hoggard has the wicket he really did deserve, and England might just have a little injection of, I don't know, positive thinking, let's call it. It's been a really good innings, this. He flirts away outside off stump. That's why he's fallible. This time he goes. And it's something that you kind of have to live with, the fact that he'll score off you, but you might get him. An anticlimactic end for Imran Farhad. Pakistan are 148 for 2.
Out! Hoggard's done the trick at last for England. 325 for 3 now, Pakistan. With that dismissal of Mohammad Hafiz on the verge of 100, it would have been deserved. It was a 100 interrupted by an injury, and he went off after injuring his leg. But it's been a fine innings, and dismissed really with a fairly innocuous delivery. Caught neatly by Andrew Strauss at short mid-wicket. Hoggard's 2nd wicket. It's taken an age to break that partnership, but finally they've done it. Pakistan 325 for 3, a lead of 152 as Hafiz goes for an excellent 95. And it's out at last. England have made the breakthrough. The first wicket today goes at 10 to 3. There have been a few interruptions for the weather, but that really is a vital blow, and it's a good delivery from Steve Harmison as well. Extra bounce. Inzi, who didn't really look entirely convincing in his interrupted innings, just fencing at that one slightly. It left him, bounced off the pitch. Neat catch by Andrew Strauss at 2nd slip. Harmison at last takes a wicket. 1 for 98 he's got, though. Inzamam gone for... Oh, yes, it's out. Yes, a double strike for England. Hoggard has done it with a succession of excellent outswingers, and he's finally lured Mohammad Yusuf into playing at one and getting a little edge through to Chris Reed. Fabulous bowling by England. The new ball pair have done it at last, just on the verge of 3 o'clock. Just a little bit of swing there, the perfect length that was as well. Just drawing Yusuf forward to end that adhesive innings, which began, of course, on the first day in the evening. So he's been at the wicket for Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Excellent, sharp catch. Paul Collingwood, the man at third slip. Harmison strikes again. Cameron Akmal is a goner. And England and the Oval are alive. It's almost as if we started a new day when we came back after the rain break. Everybody woke up. And suddenly there's some venom to the cricket that England are playing. He's very good in there, is Collingwood. And a lifting of the shoulders from Harmison, a pumping of the arms from his...
Oh, that could be out. That could be out. That's a missed pull.
Finally, Sajid Mahmood's got his man. Nazir tried to pull short, getting it high up on the bat. He's cross with himself, but that will be tea. And it's tea with Nazir out for 17, caught by Hoggard. You see here, this goes high on the bat. Doesn't quite get in a good position. Simple catch.
And as the players left the field, oh, what a good hit by Umar Gul. That has gone forever. You must admit that the Pakistan players timed the ball terrifically well. They've all looked to get after Panesar. No wickets for him today. He's gone for 88. This is his 27th over. In the face of shots like that. Oh, LBW. Monty's asked for so many that are so similar to that. And this time, Daryl Hare thinks that the ball has held its line and hit him in line. The problem for the umpire is whether or not the angle of Panesar's delivery makes it go on down the leg side. No, good decision. Very good decision. Not a particularly big stride forward. And hitting middle stump 3/4 of the way up it, I guess. 8th wicket down after a breezy performance from Umar Gul. He made 13. It's 475 for 8.
329 ahead with this smash back over the bowler's head. Oh, it's put down. No, he's caught it. Marcus Trescothick has caught it at the second attempt, lying flat on the ground. What a bizarre dismissal. The top edge from Canaria's bat. And Harmison, well, he deserved that really, because he's bowled quite well without luck, certainly today. It's his 3rd wicket of the innings. Not one that he would have expected to get like this. The top edge, and Trescothick completely lost his balance having fumbled the ball, but it luckily landed on top of him and he clasps it to his chest. Maybe that's a sign of turn of fortune for Marcus Trescothick when he comes out the back. Canaria gone for 15, Pakistan 504 for 9. Oh, that's gloved in, it's out, and Mohammad Asif only lasts 2 balls. The innings is over. 504 all out. Pakistan. Harmison with 4 wickets, and England have turned it round impressively today. Let's have a look at the card, and Pakistan's innings anchored round that 128 by Mohammad Yusuf, but today they've lost 7 wickets for 168 runs, 4 of those to Steve Harmison. converting terrible figures into quite impressive ones. 3 for Hoggard as well, 2 for Mahmoud, who was impressive.
Oh, that's out. That's out. That's a beauty. Asif's got his man with a beauty. Perfectly pitched on the length, left him with a little bit of bounce and carry. It was quality bowling. You've got to see this again. Look, made him play. Just left him with a bit of pace and bounce. Neat catch by the wicketkeeper in front of first slip, but it was the bowler. He can bowl, this lad. He's going to get better and better. And that's left Trescothick out for 4. And he's out. It's a no ball. Can Pakistan believe it? No. Canera's, oh, what an idiot I am. Yeah, he's cross indeed, and he does right to be cross. He knows he's got Cook in trouble, but it's a good decision by the umpire. Can't complain. Once he bowls it in that rough, anywhere round there, Cook's got a problem, and I'll tell you what, I'll bet that Shane Warne is watching.
Oh, yeah, surely LBW. What a ball from Canaria. Unbelievable amount of spin. Strauss suffered at the hands of Shane Warne on a couple of occasions last summer. Dramatic balls that undid him. And now Canaria has produced another. That has to have spun. Oh, and he's unlucky. It's hit him outside the line of off stump. Oh, dear. Well, and it's indicating it might have missed leg stump. Well, I've got to say, when it hit him, I was with the umpire. And that is the problem of all the analysis that follows. We can sometimes prove against instinct. Anyway, he played so well, did Andrew Strauss, for that 54. He does look in prime nick. It's 115 for 2.
Oh, well bowled, and was it a drop catch? That was a brilliant delivery from Canaria. A bit of hands on hips from the Pakistanis around the bat. Peterson looks slightly guilty. Was it an edge? Yes. And that really should have been taken by Cameron Akmal. There's the little edge. There's the little graze onto the pad. It's straight into Cameron Akmal's gloves and out again. Drop of the series, and that's a shocker. Shot. Oh, that really is gorgeous from Kevin Peterson. Arrogant, standing and admiring that. Didn't need to run for it, certainly. Down the wicket, he didn't quite get hold of that. Slightly skewed it over mid-off, but just enough to get it to the boundary. I think Canaria probably saw him coming there, just dropped it a little shorter, but clearly Peterson's going to be very positive against Canaria, trying to knock him off his length.
Fetch that. That reminds me of some of those assaults on Brett Lee this time last year. Great bowling. Yeah, what a swinging Yorker that is. Umar Gul has done it for Pakistan. Pakistan fast bowlers have this fantastic knack to swing the ball late as it gets older. And that is what is done for Alistair Cook. He'll shake his head, of course he will. Truth is, he's ridden his fortune. Things haven't gone Pakistan's way. Now Umar Gul has made something go Pakistan's way. Late swing is a dangerous thing. Grand applause for Cook, whose effort with Peterson was considerable.
Then, just after 2:30, the drama began to unfold as the umpires, after a routine inspection of the ball, decided its condition had been unfairly altered by the fielding side. Part of Law 42 states that if this is the case, the ball must be changed immediately, the batting side being permitted to select a replacement and being awarded 5 penalty runs. And that's exactly what happened, much to the ire of the Pakistanis. This was an intriguing repetition of the incident in a one-dayer between England and Pakistan at Lord's 14 years ago. Bob Woolmer visited the match referee seeking confirmation, and the allegation that the fielding side have unfairly altered the ball's condition was not only going to have a major impact on the match, but could also have significant repercussions for Pakistan cricket in general.
Oh, he's off. His favourite leg side slog. He's picked that up beautifully, straight into the crowd. No problem for Kevin Peterson. He's a very difficult man to control. He does love that leg side hit. Well, I wonder what Hafiz's reaction to that will be. There's nothing wrong with the first ball, but when he left his hand, he thought it was okay on a length. He got smacked out of the park. Oh, that's out. That's out. What a wild shot. Can you believe it? Kevin Peterson, you have played unbelievably well today. Excited the crowd, thrilled us all, and then what a shot on 96 not out. Shahid Nazir and Pakistan are absolutely delighted, but look how wide it is. Kamran Akmal takes the catch, and that's giving your wicket away, isn't it? But he has thrilled everybody. He's played very, very well indeed. It's just a disappointment that he get out with such a shot. That leaves England 277 for 4. They trail by 54 runs.
We've got bad light here. The umpires have had quite a long look, and Collingwood's been quick to accept. England are only 33 behind Pakistan, and therefore every moment saved goes towards saving the match in its entirety. They're quite happy to get off the field. The crowd aren't. There have been some boos because they've enjoyed this spectacle today, and boy, hasn't it been one to remember, the way Peterson played in particular. While they take a break, so will we, but absolutely. Welcome back to the Oval. England 298 for 4. That's 33 runs behind Pakistan with 6 wickets in hand, though the scoreboard is not the story. That's the story, the fact that the Pakistan team did not come back out onto the field of play at 5:15 when the final session was due to begin. That's the chairman of the Pakistan board talking to Kamran Akmal and Danish Canaria. Those are the England batsmen waiting to go out to bat, but there are no Pakistan fielders. The umpires at this stage are already in the middle. Nothing, though, is seen from the Pakistan team. So they radio to the dressing room. They get nothing from the dressing room. The third umpire, or the fourth umpire indeed, Trevor Jesty, comes out to say the Pakistan team are not coming out in protest against what they perceive as an insult. They were accused effectively, they say, of cheating, which is not what they've done. They're therefore making a protest. There's Zahir Abbas, the tour manager and former Pakistan batsman. There's David Collier, the chief executive of the ECB, with Mike Soper on the left, the deputy chairman, talking to Duncan Fletcher and the England players. And there is dressing room door. Now then, with the batsmen out there and the umpires out there, because Pakistan refused to play, the umpires take the bails off and by the laws of the game have to award the match to England because Pakistan have refused to play. However, the diplomats get to work with David Morgan from the English board and various members of the Pakistan board. In goes David Morgan to the Pakistan dressing room. There's Duncan Fletcher, confused, as are the English players. Now, that's a board director from Pakistan on the right with the chairman, Shahriar Khan, who in the end convinces Inzamam and the Pakistan team to go out to the middle. I've no idea what Bob Woolmer may be saying to the Pakistan players. Kevin Peterson thinks this is momentous and so takes a picture of it. Inter knows it's momentous and does take his team out to the middle. No batsmen come, no umpires come. What do we make of it? Let's talk to the chairman of the Pakistan board and find out. Firstly, sir, can you update us on the present situation?
Present situation is that the Pakistan team is ready to go out and play. They came out onto the field expecting the umpires to follow, but it appears that the umpires are reluctant. We are ready to play, and we are in fact very eager to play and to put this incident behind us. So this is the situation at the moment. The umpires, for their own reasons, are not willing to come out just yet.
And though you're ready to play now, you obviously weren't ready to play straight after the tea break.
I tell you what, that when we broke for tea or for bad light at the time, the team came back and they felt deeply insulted, deeply aggrieved at the slur of ball tampering. It was a slur not only on the team, but it was a slur on the cricket establishment and the whole country. That here is a team that is ready to cheat, if you like, and they felt deeply aggrieved. And they decided that they should register a protest, and to do so by holding back for a few minutes before going out into the field. Now, when that happened, the umpires apparently came round to the team over here, I wasn't there at the time, and indicated that the match would be forfeited if they didn't come out immediately, etc., etc. And that made them sit down and consider their position. Meanwhile, they'd gone out there and taken off the bails and everything. But a few minutes after that, we informed the match referee that we were ready to play. The boys came out here, and this is the situation at the moment. We are ready to play. Umpires are reluctant.
I think it's fair to say that we're all shocked and upset. Do you have any evidence of the accusation as yet?
Well, there has, in their opinion, the ball has been scuffed. Now, considering that it was the 56th over, considering that the ball had been hit all over the ground and several sixes as well, we felt that the ball was in a condition that one normally expects after 56 overs. And we know that there was absolutely no one tampering with the ball.
So your players have vehemently denied any accusation?
Vehemently, and not only that, what Inzimam feels very strongly about is that there was no indication, no consultation. No one went to him and said, look, this ball looks as though it is being tampered with, etc. And the decision was taken arbitrarily, I'm afraid. And so that's why the team had felt very strongly about it.
So no problem between England and Pakistan?
None at all. Absolutely none. We have a very good relationship. This series has been played in an excellent spirit. We feel very strongly that the excellent atmosphere has been sullied, I hope only temporarily, by this incident. But the two boards, the two teams, have very cordial relations.
Now, I have news that there is to be no further play today. That'll probably be news to you as well. That's a sad thing.
Well, I think that's very disappointing myself. I think even we put this incident behind us. But nevertheless, I hope we can play tomorrow and finish this game.
And I'm now joined by Paul Sheldon, who's the chief executive here at the Oval. Paul, what's the position as you know it?
Well, the situation is there are extensive discussions going on between the match officials, part of the ICC, the International Cricket Council, who make these regulations, the England and Wales Cricket Board, and the teams involved. And clearly there was an incident this afternoon that everyone was aware of, and the players didn't come out, and everything is being done to resolve the situation, to ensure that the play can carry on.
You're staging one of cricket's most extraordinary days.
Isn't it extraordinary? I mean, it is greatly regrettable. I mean, what we want to do is to preserve the integrity of cricket and the great game, and clearly this is a bit of a setback, but let's hope it's only a setback.
After those words by Paul Sheldon, the match referee Mike Proctor issued this official statement. Following issues raised by the on-field umpires which need to be resolved with the match referees and with both teams, meetings will be held immediately after play to determine whether further play can be scheduled for the rest of this match. So this is a sad state of affairs. Simon and Geoffrey are with me. Geoffrey's got a bit of a smile on his face, doubtless because you think it's a farce.
Well, it is a farce because the game's over. It is a farce because the game's over. Strictly the letter of the law, if you read the rules, I mean, Pakistan failed to come out. You know, the England batsmen were ready to play. They went out there, and the rules of the game, the umpires took the bails off because Pakistan didn't want to play. So it's awarded to England. So now the diplomats are going to get involved, and all the officials, and try and con everybody till we're going to have play tomorrow, aren't they?
Unfortunately, it could have been all sorted out with a quiet word on the field, or indeed in the dressing room. Daryl Hare did apply the letter of the law, which was to forfeit the game, to allow Pakistan to forfeit the game, but he could have just gone up to the dressing room and said, why are you not taking the field? They would have explained that it was just a small protest and they were now prepared to play, and we could have carried on with the game. It's all about communication, which is not one of Daryl Hare's
protest about? And this is what somebody should have sorted out ages ago.
Right, which takes us back to the initial issue, which is whether or not the ball has been tampered with, and it raises a long-standing issue that's clouded the game.
Well, they feel it's an unfair issue because they feel that they haven't tampered with the ball. Remember, the umpires check the ball quite often. They have to check it at the fall of a wicket, which happened, what, 15 minutes before they said the ball had been tampered with. So, I mean, who was stupid enough to tamper with it in 15 minutes, and how did he tamper with it? And they don't think he has, and if they don't think he has...
what evidence is there of it?
Well, that's right. And they think it's a slur on Pakistan, on them, the players. You know, if somebody said to you, you're a cheat, you said, I'm not a cheat, because that's really what you're saying if somebody's tampered with the ball.
So you can understand why Pakistan...
I understand why they're upset. I definitely do, and it's all right saying, well, you've got to go with whatever the umpire says, and everybody says, oh, the umpires are in charge. But there's been a lot of history between Daryl Hare and the Pakistanis. There were incidents in Pakistan before Christmas, various, and no need to go into them. They actually reported him after Leeds. They didn't like his attitude to them and everything. And somebody should have sorted this out because it's been building up like a volcano, this has, and it's been bound to erupt at some stage because he's very officious. He's just black and white, letter of the law. He doesn't talk to them properly.
Simon, is it reasonable for me to say that at the first sign of some tampering, an umpire would go to a captain and say, listen, this doesn't look good. Can you just sort this out? Or wait until the tea break, go in and have a word with them and say, in other words, handle the thing with kid gloves at first. And then, of course, if it's not responded to by the team out in the field, to go in a bit harder.
Well, that's right. And that's exactly what someone like Simon Taufel, a younger umpire, would do. You see him before games, standing in the nets, talking to the players, running around the field before play, Simon Taufel, whereas Daryl Hare is someone who tends to sit in the...
On to.
I'm Priya Kaur Jones. The fourth cricket test between England and Pakistan has been called off after a row over cheating. Pakistan's players refused to return to the pitch after being accused by umpires of tampering with the ball. 5's James Pratt reports.
It's been a day which could have long-lasting repercussions for international cricket, particularly for Pakistan after their players were effectively accused of cheating, of tampering with the state of the ball during their final test match with England. It was an accusation from the umpires which the Pakistani players saw as a huge insult.
The team came back and they felt deeply insulted, deeply aggrieved at the slur of ball tampering. They decided that they should register a protest, and to do so by holding back for a few minutes before going out.
The officials weren't happy at Pakistan's no-show. They gave them another chance to return to the oval pitch, but the tourists didn't, and the umpires, Billy Doctrove and Daryl Hare, removed the bails, seemingly signalling an end to the contest and handing victory to England.
Pakistan failed to come out. You know, the England batsmen were ready to play. They went out there, and the rules of the game, the umpires took the bails off because Pakistan didn't want to play. So it's awarded to England. So now the diplomats are going to get involved, and all the officials, and try and con everybody till we're going to have play tomorrow, haven't they?
But those talks have failed. The match has been called off. It'll be recorded as an England win to complete a 3-0 series whitewash. It's certainly not how England would have wanted to end their preparations for the Ashes. The cricketing authorities will now need to resolve the row in order for the sides to compete in their forthcoming series of one-day matches. James Pratt, 5 News.
whatever was happening yesterday at the Oval, it certainly wasn't cricket. Pakistan accused of cheating, an umpire accused of bias and insensitivity. For the first time in more than 100 years of cricket, a test match forfeited. Today, the captain of Pakistan has been charged with bringing the game into disrepute, and if convicted, the upcoming one-day series between England and Pakistan may be in doubt. Inzamam-ul-Haq strenuously denies his team tampered with the ball. Our sports correspondent Geraint Vincent reports.
How are you feeling today?
The Pakistan side were ready to play today, but turning up at the Oval was just a gesture. This game was well over, while one of the biggest controversies in the history of cricket had only just begun. During play yesterday afternoon, the umpires found the Pakistanis guilty of cheating, of tampering with the ball. In protest, the visiting side refused to take the field after the tea break, so umpire Darrell Hare removed the bails and gave the match to England. But in light of what the umpires had said, it wasn't the result that the tourists were unhappy about today.
They felt that there had been a slur to the reputation of the Pakistan team and a slur to Pakistan itself.
The umpires had agreed that the state of the ball had been altered illegally. The Pakistanis rigorously deny that, insisting that the ball was old and had simply taken a battering from the batsman.
If the Pakistanis are to be punished for ball tampering, then there needs to be proof that they did in fact do it. Now, there were dozens of television cameras filming the cricket here yesterday, and so far no incriminating pictures have been turned up. None of the England players have complained that there was any ball tampering going on, so at this stage it's difficult to see how the umpire can have been so sure.
Umpire Hare's no stranger to controversy, mostly because of contentious rulings against teams from the subcontinent. He famously no-balled top Sri Lankan spinner Muttiah Muralitharan 7 times in 3 overs for an alleged illegal bowling action, calling it diabolical. And Pakistan have had run-ins with him before, most recently in 2004 when he cautioned several of their players. But it's not just the Asian teams he's upset. 3 South African players received penalties in their tour of Pakistan the year before. The team said he was out to get them. Pakistan's captain will answer the umpire's charge at a disciplinary hearing on Friday, but without hard evidence either way, this row looks set to get worse. Geraint Vincent, ITV News at the Oval.
Well, as you just heard, tampering with the ball can have a dramatic impact on cricket matches, but why? Well, as you can see here, fast bowlers try to keep one side of the ball smooth and shiny to make it move in the air or swing. That's what they're doing when you see them rubbing it on their trousers, and that is allowed. They let the other side get rough and worn, but here's what's not allowed. If you deliberately rough up this side of the ball to try to exaggerate its movement through the air, that is ball tampering. Well, I'm joined now by a man who has had a famous run-in with an umpire in the past, former England captain Mike Gatting. Mr. Gatting, you're no stranger to this sort of controversy. Who do you blame yesterday for letting this get so out of hand?
Well, I think what you've got to think is that the emotive situation you have about being called a cheat is actually quite a horrible one, and you feel enraged and you feel sort of all sorts of emotions, and it's something that does make the sort of veil of red mist come down. You do things that you're not really sort of normally would do, and it's up to the people in the dressing room to keep a cool head and actually advise the guys of the right thing to do. And I think, unfortunately, yesterday, what it all revolves around is the fact that the guys, the Pakistan team, actually didn't come out a second time when the umpires asked them to. And I think that's really what it revolves around. Sadly,
when you had when you had your famous run-in with a Pakistani umpire in Pakistan, they said the answer might be neutral umpires. Well, we have neutral umpires now, but the controversy seems worse than ever.
Well, that's right. It's an awkward one to sort of, you know, ball tampering is an emotive situation because it's a grey area, and it's again in the opinion of the umpires. We have now got an elite panel of neutral umpires, and you know, you've got to express the word neutral, and you hope that everybody is happy with neutral umpires, and everything's gone along smoothly up until now. And again, this grey area of ball tampering again is in the opinion of the umpires. Like all the decisions they make out on the middle, it's in the opinion of the umpires, whether it's been a caught behind or an LBW or anything like that. And that's why they're the elite panel, and that's why they're neutral.
Okay, Mike Gatting, thank you very much indeed for that insight.
Tim Inzamam-ul-Haq will not be taking place this Friday.
It will now probably take place after the one-day series against England. Here's James Munro.
The Pakistan squad at Lord's this morning, training again, but still not sure whether they'll be playing again in England or whether their captain Inzamam-ul-Haq will be part of that team. News that his disciplinary hearing has been delayed was greeted with dismay by senior Pakistani officials.
We would like to have that inquiry to be done as soon as possible. That's about it.
So you would like it before the one-day series still?
Well, as soon as possible we'll do.
Right. Does it affect your decision on whether the one-day series will go ahead?
Well, I don't know that much, but I know one thing, that inquiry should be done as soon as possible.
Inzamam has been charged with ball tampering and with bringing the game into disrepute after the fourth test against England. If he's found guilty of ball tampering, the team has threatened to boycott the one-day series. The sports governing body, the ICC, today postponed that hearing until after the series because their senior match referee can't make Friday's appointment due to family illness, which means cricket's crisis rumbles on. England have named their squad for the one-day series, but they'll be without their injured captain, Michael Vaughan.
So I think it's important that we try and get together and get the game back on track and try and get this one-day series up and running. I think, both sides have a reality to the game to go out there and play a good one-day series for the public.
And there is hope that Pakistan will lift their boycott threat. They've agreed to play a match against Middlesex here at Uxbridge tomorrow. In the meantime, they've asked for the former West Indies captain Clive Lloyd to chair Inzamam's hearing, which he's told the BBC he'd be happy to do. James Munro, BBC News.